My name is Tim McLoone, and I'm the owner-operator of Tim McLoone Supper Club right here on the Boardwalk in Asbury Park, New Jersey. This is sort of a new look about an old idea. Just the idea that maybe back in the 30s and 40s there were places to go where you dressed a little nicer, although we don't really have a dress code here. But it's a special night, and we get really special entertainment. I mean, we've had members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in this room, and we got people doing music from the 30s and 40s, the American Songbook. I'm a lifelong musician. My own band plays here a lot, and we do everything from the 30s to contemporary. And I'm of a certain age, and the people that have followed my band all these years, if they're in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, they don't go out to dance anymore. And so this is a place that gives them a good excuse. Well, when we decided to do a supper club, it was an idea that had been percolating in my head for decades, really. We were very fortunate. We'd done well with our other two places at the time in Seabright and Long Branch. And we wanted to be in Asbury anyway. And I think like many people, we had the same romantic notion about Asbury and a lot of nostalgia about it. I mean, this is where when I was in grammar school up in North Jersey, we'd come down to Asbury Park for the day, just to be that age, and the long trip down the shore, But what a wonderful place it was when you got here. And for all of us who have this incredibly, emotional and nostalgic attachment to Asbury Park, we felt that if our putting a place here was 1/100th of 1% of the comeback of Asbury Park, that it was worth taking the chance. And I think it's fantastic. And Asbury itself has always been known as a music destination, partly because of Bruce Springsteen, but just in general. But if you go out on that boardwalk, you cannot say what the demographic is. There is no demographic out there. It is every possible walk of life, an age group, an ethnicity, sexual orientation. This is Asbury, and it's fullest, People seem to like what's going on, and they're coming in droves. We are a piece of nostalgia because we're a bygone era here that we try to I'm not even sure this ever existed in Asbury, this kind of a place. We're more like what used to be in hotels, where you get into these little lounge kind of rooms and they would do this very intimate musical presentation. That's what we're trying to do here. They come around the corner, I think they're just expecting a bar and a couple of tables with some checkered tablecloths or something. And all of a sudden they're walking back into 1935, a modern version of 1935, but 1935 nonetheless. And I hope we continue to thrill them with what we're doing here.